So the theme song is slightly remixed. I remember not liking it back then, but I don't like it now. But the soundtrack is, I like the soundtrack, not so much the score. No. Really? Also, I don't like what they did with Mr. Sandman. So I slowed down. But the soundtrack's fine. And very, very small percent of the score is okay. Like, they slowed the Stalker theme way down. For no reason. The score is not good. And I only like it when Udo cares in this? Cool. I only like it when Michael's carrying Laurie at the end. But that's another negative. Anyway. This is Rob Zombie's Halloween. And I'll just start with the positives first. I like Rob Zombie as a musician and a director. I've been a fan since Living Dead Girl, musically. And as a director, I was a young, stupid kid. You know, kids think they know everything. I thought I'd seen everything in the horror genre. And then I saw House of a Thousand Corpses. You can say it too well. But I liked it. And because of that movie, I'm still a horror fan. And I have it in my collection somewhere with The Devil's Reject. There was going to be a third one. Okay. Yeah, I like Rob Zombie's movies. I even picked up 31. See if it's as bad as people say. It's filmed back since taking that break after H2 or Lord of Salem. Anyway, yeah, I like him as a director. Not so much as a writer, but that's more the negatives. I like Michael flat out in this. Like, Tyler Mane as Michael. He killed it. Pun intended. And Tyler Mane, they had a rule. They would only do what he could do. Which turned out to be a whole lot. And yeah, Michael's like almost 7 feet now, but I mean, I like him in this. He's one of the few good parts of this movie I really like. I like the way they use him, especially in the third act when the film gets going. Oh, there's a number of scenes. There's one where after he's attacked Annie and Laurie finds him, but Annie's trying to tell him it's a trap, and the door is wide open. Michael closes it from behind. Like he's hiding behind the door and closes it. That's a Michael Myers thing. That's the boogeyman. Another scene I really like where he's standing behind the little girl, the Kyle Richards character. Kyle Richards was in the original, played Lindsay. So he's standing behind Lindsay in this, played by someone else entirely, obviously. And they're both watching a movie. I didn't see what it was. And then he disappears. Like, that was a good scene too. Like, one scene I really love where Laurie's walking down the sidewalk and the camera pans this way. Like, it goes from trees, and it goes from Laurie walking to Michael walking to Laurie walking. And it switches a few times, so that's pretty cool. So technically, this film is good. It's filmed great. It looks like a Rob Zombie movie. Was there any more positives? Scout Taylor-Compton. I remember being very impressed with her the first time I saw this movie. And I still am. She was absolutely almost perfect as Laurie. She's damn near at Jamie Lee Curtis. Almost. Not quite, but almost. At least in this one. If Danielle Harris is back, it's another positive, but it's also another negative, but that's for H2. And she's not Jamie Lloyd, she's Annie Brackett this time. I know people don't like Annie in the original. I liked her. I like Danielle Harris too. I like them both. I also like Lee Brackett in the original. I like him in this one too. He's Brad Dorr. There are a lot of people in here like, oh, I know that. Like, yeah, like I just read the credits. Udo Kier's in this. Like, that's pretty cool. As rewatching this, I found out Clint Howard's in it. That's cool. We all know Danny Trejo's in it. That's probably the most heartbreaking kill. Michael's friend. He's just drowning him in the water. I was a friend, Mikey. It's bleeding at the mouth. Which reminded me of the Halloween 2 kill from the original, where he's killing the girl, drowning her in the boiling hot water. Still, good moment. Ken Forey's in this. I grew up with him on Keen and Kel. Did not know he was a big name in the horror until years later. When I saw the remake of Dawn of the Dead, I'm like, that's Keenan's dad. And I looked into it, and he was in the original, like, started it. He was in other stuff in her franchise and other stuff and other horror movies. And he's one of the few good parts in this. He's not in it long, but he's Joe Grizzly, bitch. Really good scene. And Dave Fierce, Kid Michael, he didn't do a bad job, but that's more negatives. I think that's it for positives. I don't have too much more to say. I mean, they do use some of the old score from the original movie, like way towards the end, and I like that. But for the most part, no, the score, like the whole third act, I liked. I was into. It's everything else before it that I don't. Now we're in the negatives. Holy crap. So, this is the movie where I found out the words unrated director's cut don't always mean better. Like, this means better. A lot better. Remake of Halloween? No, it's unwatchable. And unfortunately, it's the version I have. It doesn't say it, but this is the unrated version. Even though on the back it says it's a special feature, audio is supposed to play. I watch the unrated version. I hate this one so much. Way too much Kid Michael. Way too much trying to humanize Michael, make him an anti-hero. He's not an anti-hero. Not even close. He's, as I said, purely and simply evil. In the original and in this one. That's another negative. They just start ripping dialogue and scenes from the original towards the end. And nothing's behind it. It doesn't mean anything. Michael McDowell's just saying Loomis's lines. And I mean, some of the scenes they do to notch the original are okay. Like, you know, the one where Michael, before he wears a seat, he stabs the dude and the foot killed, the head too. That one was good. But they changed a few things around too. But yeah, no, they just kept, for the most part, just saying that it was in the original. Remember this? William Forsythe's in this. I'm a fan of William Forsythe. He's a good actor. He's somehow even bigger dick than the dad in part 6. That dialogue from the beginning of the movie. Wow. Just wow. And I like Rob Zombie, but my goodness. And there's so much of that early on. And it is a chore to get through. And Suri Zombie, I didn't even talk about her. She's actually pretty good in this. Like, really good. She, like, might be one of her best performances, right? I know with Rob Zombie comes Suri Zombie. I ain't mad at him. I mean, how the wife that cool? Look even half as good as she does. Hell yeah, I saw her off too. I ain't mad at him. She's always in his movies or his music videos. I'm betting she's going to be in that thing this weekend when Rob Zombie brings back his movie watching thing. That's fine. I really liked her in this. Like, yeah, almost like fell for her because you didn't really see much of Michael's parents in the original, save for the one scene when they unmask him. That's about it. And this one, she's a good percent of the movie. You know, and she commits suicide like that. But she tried though. Like Loomis tried to get through the Michael. Oh, another good thing I like is Laurie Strode's mother in this one. It's just that, a mother. I like her original adoptive mother. She's just like, I'm not your real mother. I mean, why would you adopt that? In this one, she literally fought for Laurie. Unsuccessfully, of course. I really like that. But yeah. There's the uncomfortable, since this is the unrated director's cut, I just sit through that uncomfortable rape scene. It's even more uncomfortable than I thought it was. I thought Michael stopped it, but no. They both took turns raping that girl. Like, they took this random patient, 2 orderlies took this random patient, this new patient, to Michael's room and start raping her and yelling not just obscenities, but like homophobic slurs, which are all throughout the movie as well. Like, my goodness, man. So I didn't write any notes for this. I'm just going right for it. When I first found out about this, I was excited like everyone else. And like everyone else, I thought Sid Haig was going to be Loomis. Made too much sense. He's not. He's in there, but he's not Loomis. And he's one of the few good scenes in there too. But then I found out Loomis was going to be Malcolm McDowell. I'm like, okay. Like back then, I barely knew who that was. I know now who he is. You know, he's been around a while. Very accomplished actor, big name. But he's no Loomis. He doesn't come across scared or kind of unhinged like in the original. Donald Pleasance was both. This one, nothing. He just didn't care. That's even worse in the sequel. He's just reciting Loomis's lines like that doesn't mean anything to me. And this starts with the Loomis quote, a Donald Pleasance Loomis quote. Why? I just want to go back and watch that one. Yeah. Just, my goodness, like, and I remember, like Malcolm McDowell, okay, he can be unhinged. He can play that role. What's it called? A Clockwork Orange. I love Singing in the Rain, the movie and the song. Never quite looked at the same since that movie though. And again, that's another rape scene. And that one was disturbing in the right way. It's more like Star Trek Generations, man. Like McDowell's there, but you don't really care. Just like in Star Trek Generations, I guess. Well, yeah, like for the most part, again, I like the third act when it finally picks up. But again, it's just like cut and paste the original, like kind of half-assed. Let's talk about Michael's mask. I didn't mention it in the past because I never really liked his mask in this one at all. I don't like the others. Like in the beginning, maybe when he first had it, but not really. And then when he put it back on, and it was all old and falling apart. I get it. They're trying way too much on realism, you know. That was the problem with this. Trying so hard to make Michael Myers the most realistic of the big three slashers, him, Jason, and Freddy, somehow even more realistic. And the big reason for Michael being a killer is he came from a bad family. I mean, people have come out of bad families and done good things. So I don't say that as a real excuse to be a serial killer. Like in the original, he was just purely and simply evil. That's it. And again, you see Michael's eyes in this. I don't like that. Sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't. And when you don't, it's really effective. And that's because Tyler Mane, Big Sky, as I know him, because I'm a wrestling fan, he really, absolutely is Michael in this. He's one of the better portrayals of Michael. Like, okay, you never, in the original where Michael was choking Linda, he looks all kind of hokey and awkward because Nick Castle didn't really want to choke her. She was like, go ahead, do it. He was like, I don't want to choke you. She was like, do it. And this one, like, Tyler Mane just gets up in there and chokes the crap out of her without hesitation. This is for him being a wrestler. So, I think that's all I have to say about this one. It's the theatrical version is the better version if you can find it. I thought I had it in this collection here. I guess not. It's much easier to get through. It's much faster paced, much quicker. And it makes just a bit more sense than this mess does. It's unwatchable. At least most of it is. Once you get past the first act, maybe some of the second act, that's when it gets kind of better. My original thoughts on this were I liked it, but they took one too many liberties. Not rewatching it again, and this is for the unrated version, the theatrical version. Yeah, I liked it. Too many liberties. This version, I can't. I don't like this one. Like, I don't go back to rewatch this one that much. But the theatrical version on TV, maybe I'll watch it. My DVR tricks me. Like, Halloween's on Sci-Fi. It's Jamie Lee Curtis, 1978, and I'll watch it, and it's Rob Zombie's movie. Maybe, but like, no, I don't binge this one. It is not my least favorite, but I like it less than I like Resurrection. Another Rob Zombie movie, I obviously like this one better. But it isn't saying much at all. And it is the way it is, because apparently Rob Zombie was writing dialogue as they were filming, which is like not a good idea. So, anyway, all that said, since I have the unrated director's cut here, I will give that a D minus, man. It's just not worth it, man. Maybe if you're doing this retrospective, or if you really would have binged all of them, but this is one that you can just skip. Or if you see the TV version on TV, watch that one, not this. It is truly painful.